I'm Woody.
I'm Kleiny, and this is Extra Helpings.
Now, if you're craving more cooking with the stars, you're in luck.
Because here's what we're about to serve you up.
Johnny reveals Rosemary's teaching methods.
Every night when we go through the recipes back at the hotel, she goes, "I'm going to come to your room and sit on you."
Chris Baber shows us how to make the perfect dumpling.
Okay, boys, so it's all about the pinch and pleat.
We put Fred's wine knowledge to the test.
It's got to be full, empty, full, empty, full, empty.
How do you do that?
And there's more mischief when we're let loose behind the scenes.
But first, it's time for... Guys, it's the semi-finals. We've had our first cooking battle. Now that was intense, no?
Johnny Vegas really wants to win it.
Yeah.
Denise is still like, oh, I'm really excited. I can't believe I'm here and this far.
AJ
and
wants to
AJ
win.
and Harry are possibly two of the most competitive people on the planet.
Yes.
So it's very smiley kind of competitive fun, but behind the scenes it's like...
It's all going off. Knees to the head. We love that.
Yeah, that's how I like.
Now, we're going to play a game called 4 Spoons, 2 Cups. The first person to land both of their spoons into the cups wins. Okay, now as always, the loser's going to get a big fat pie to the face.
Emma, I need you.
Okay, I'm
Tom,
here for you.
I need
I'm
you.
here.
That's suede as well, isn't it?
I know.
Okay.
Okay, guys, are you ready?
No.
Yeah.
Come on, Tom, you got this.
2, 1, go!
Reload it.
Come on, you got this.
Right underneath that. That's perfect. That's good. Underneath that bit. That's it. Like that.
Come on,
That's
you
it.
got this. You got it. Take your time. Relax, Emma.
Thank you very much, guys.
Tom, well done. Massive round of applause.
Give us a song.
Let's head over to the pieing area.
Yeah, great.
You ready? Oh!
That was pretty clean though, wasn't it?
Come on, Tom. On to the next one.
This week we are in Southeast Asia. Now, it can be quite difficult to pair any wines with this kind of flavors, but fear not, I'm in Alsace. I've got a beautiful Pinot Gris here. It's packed with pear, with honey, with citrus, and it's the perfect combination for Nish's beautiful Malaysian platter.
Okay, guys, so it's week 5, but this time we've got a challenge for Fred, haven't we, Woody?
Oh yeah. So we've got 6 wine glasses. All right. 3 of them have wine in, 3 without. You need to rearrange these wine glasses so they end up in this position: full, empty, full, empty, full, empty. However, you're only allowed to touch 1 wine glass.
It's a tricker.
Over to you, Freddie boy.
So,
It's got to be full, empty, full, empty, full, empty.
how do you do that?
No, that's 2 you've touched there, Fred.
Yeah, but I'm not touching it with my hands. I'm touching it with another
You're only allowed
glass.
to touch and move 1 wine glass, Fred.
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to put that back there. Okay.
I have no idea how I'm going to do that. How am I going to do that?
Think like a 4-year-old.
Well,
Should find that easy, Fred.
yeah. And I can only touch 1 wine glass.
You can only touch 1.
Do you want me to give you a clue?
Go on.
It's not that one.
Good clue, Woody.
Touch 1 wine glass. It doesn't work.
Full, empty, full, empty, full, empty.
No, I get that. But if you're only touching 1 wine glass, I mean, is it possible?
It is possible.
It's not possible.
Oh, it's very, very possible.
100% possible.
Look, whack it back there. Okay. It's very, very simple, Fred.
It's empty.
Yes. Cheers, Fred.
Cheers, Fred.
Cheers.
Cheers, Woody.
Cheers.
We'll see you next week, guys.
Cheers.
Extra helpings.
Very good. Yeah, very good. It's working. I can't believe it.
So, Catherine's getting her hero shots done right now.
Yeah. I reckon we could just add a little something to it to help her out.
Yeah.
Do you reckon? Catherine, great work there. Keep pouting.
Yeah.
Great work.
Work it.
Love it.
Work it.
Love it. There you go. Do you know
Love it.
Do you know what really would make a huge impact here? Catherine, just bear with me 1 second. I'm just going to help you out here, mate. Okay, if you're going to just take that one for me.
Yeah.
And then just turn it upside down. Just whack it on top of your head.
Put it on the head. That's
There
it.
we go. There you go.
know what you're doing.
Now we're... Oh, wow.
Catherine, you work it,
Work
girl.
there. Yeah, nice work. Looking great. Great work.
Oh, I love
Hey,
it.
there you go.
Absolutely love it.
Fantastic.
I think we need ours downwards.
Do you reckon we could pull some strings and
I
get that
think,
done?
yeah, can we pull some strings, get our hero shots done?
Is this my hero shot?
This is your hero shot.
Kleins?
Thank you, Kat. Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
wait,
Do
wait.
you want me to do it? Should I do
Kleiny.
it?
I don't want to hurt him.
Kleiny.
Wow! My finger slipped. I didn't mean
Yeah.
it.
Did it slip, did
I'll
it?
be honest.
My foot's about to slip up your...
Johnny Vegas missed out on his place in the final after his pork dumplings failed to hit the spot.
So here to show us how it should all be done, M&S chef Chrissy Baber!
I'm back, and like you say, this week it is pork dumplings from Southeast Asian Week. These are really quite complex to make, and people train for years to become a master in like dim sum and dumplings. So,
Okay.
Well, you're working with Woody and Kleiny now, mate,
well, this
so...
is it. This week's Woody versus Kleiny challenge is who can make the best dumpling.
I knew it was going to be the case, Chris.
And don't forget, as always, all of those amazing recipes are available in store and online, and the beautiful ingredients, they're available at M&S. For the dough, weigh out the flour into a large bowl and stir in 60 ml of hot water. Mix until it turns sticky. Knead it and remember to dust the dough with flour when necessary. Once smooth, shape into a sausage about 6 inches long and then slice into 8 equal pieces. Roll each piece into a small ball. Then roll them until they're 2 to 3 millimeters in thickness. Place the cut out dough onto a pre-lined baking sheet. And then repeat with the remaining 7 pieces of dough. For the stuffing, thinly chop the cabbage and spring onions, then combine all the stuffing ingredients together in a large bowl and mix. Place a teaspoon of your filling into the centre of each circle. It's important not to under or overfill your dumplings like AJ and Johnny did. To assemble, moisten the edges with water, then fold upwards around your filling and pinch together. Continue to pinch around the edge to fully seal and create a pleat. It should resemble a small Cornish pasty. In your bamboo steamer, place 4 dumplings into the lower section and 4 dumplings into the top section, and put the lid on. Place the steamer on top of a simmering saucepan and steam for 12 minutes. Okay boys, so it's all about the pinch and pleat. Not a full spoon, probably about a teaspoonful, that'll do. Like, hold it like a little taco. Round the edge to one side, and then you just need to nip it in, like a little Cornish pasty.
I mean, Woods, that's incredible, mate. Mine looks a bit like a slug, but I'm just going to go with it.
Hey, looks good to me.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get my pleats.
Well, I know
And I'll
that.
tell you what,
That's a good job.
I'm happy with
Good
that.
job. Let's have a little look on the board,
On
actually.
the board.
There's my slug.
Do you know what? 2 great efforts.
Yeah. That's tough, man.
So, this week,
Yeah.
the winner.
I'm feeling confident because I won last week.
Do you know what, Woody?
Come on.
I'm gonna have to give it to you this week.
No!
Oh yeah! Woody 4, Kleiny 1.
While your dumplings are steaming, it's time for the dipping sauce. Combine all the dip and sauce ingredients together in a small bowl and stir. Pour into small dishes to serve. Then carefully remove the dumplings from the steamer. Finally, place the dumplings onto serving plates alongside that delicious dipping sauce. I mean, you can put them on the plate.
That looks incredible, doesn't it?
These are.
And we've got the dipping sauce on the side.
Wow.
Well, there you go, boys. Dive in.
Thank you, mate.
Cheers, go on.
I'm excited for this one, actually.
Yeah, me too.
Here we go.
Let's get it in there.
Good.
Chris, this is unbelievable.
And you both did really well.
Thanks so much for coming on Extra Helpings as always, mate.
I'll see you next time.
Mate, every night we're going to be cooking now.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, I'm not listening to a word you're saying because this is so tasty.
Yeah.
Cooking with the Stars, Condensed.
Our 4 remaining stars battle for a place in the final.
First up was Johnny v Denise.
I'm not good with spices because it makes my ears go really itchy. It's really bizarre.
Quicker! Quicker!
I know!
Denise was feeling the pressure.
This is the part I was dreading, breaking the langoustines. These are not easy.
Whereas Johnny was in complete control.
Johnny's going to not muck it up today.
That's the key.
Oh, you've been gonged in.
Already?
And as things reach boiling point,
Oh, God, that's strong.
You can do it. Ow!
Every time!
Who would taste victory?
Denise, you are through to the final.
next up, Harry v AJ.
Harry had some timing troubles.
90 seconds left.
Now we gotta go.
As chaotic as people think I am actually very good at multitasking.
AJ got off to a strong start
I want to get this perfect.
until...
Something's burning.
Uh-oh.
It was a close call, but...
Harry, you are going to the final.
And Johnny and AJ were going to the cook-off.
Oh no, I'm stressed out now, guys.
Whose dumpling dish would win them a place in the final?
They're all splitting down the sides.
Leaving the competition tonight is Johnny.
Victory for AJ, but Johnny left with his head held high.
Yes, I'm gutted, but what I'm taking away from this, nobody can take away from me.
Which leads us nicely to...
The exit interview!
Who just missed out on a place in the final, it's the amazing Johnny and his mentor, Rosemary!
Now, Johnny, I think like me and Woody have been so blown away by your passion on the show. I think everyone watching has been blown away by your passion on the show. You wasn't just here for the laughs, were you?
No, I wasn't. And like everything I said, it's got me in touch with food again. Everyone's coming out of lockdown, everyone's doing this, and you got my thing was the ready meals, all of that. There's a passion back.
Rosemary, how proud are you of Johnny getting to the semi-finals?
Do you know, I'm incredibly proud because he actually has really learnt something.
Yes.
And I know he's going to take those skills away with him. He's had me for a while in terms of lessons and things.
No. Here first.
No.
There's an exclusive.
No. Okay. So.
I didn't have I cried in the corner and she went, this is happening. You have a wonderful turn of phrase. Every night when we go through the recipes back to the hotel, she goes, I'm going to come to your room and sit on you. And all the other chefs go, interesting technique.
Yes. So I think we'll all agree.
I did.
The moral of the story is...
If you want to learn seasoning, let Rosemary sit on you.
What's the one thing that you've learnt from Rosemary which has really sticks out in your mind?
Good question.
Show you it.
Oh, yes.
What's this?
Meat thermometer.
I gave him a meat thermometer. Now, without that meat thermometer, he would have struggled to have got the temperature of the meat right.
Now, Johnny, we know that you came on and you wanted to learn and improve your cooking skills so you can impress your son. Do you feel that you did that?
I really wanted to take your recipes, push them forward, and I'd love one day to say to Rosemary, look what he's done.
Nice.
Look what he's done.
How would you sum up your time on the show?
I think chefs are like heating engineers. Because you learn how to cook a dish and impress one person, and then the next chef turns up and goes, don't know why they did it like that.
It's true. It's how they work.
You know what I've learnt as well?
Go on.
I'm scared.
Hot things hurt. And if you want to cure yourself of things like that,
Yes.
do not go out at 3 in the morning and try and get a badger to lick it.
Great way to bring us to our last question here. Now, Johnny, the big question that we all want to know. Come the end of the series, who do you think will be crowned the winner?
If you were a bucket, AJ's the one to beat. She's methodical, but she loves cooking. Whenever she's in the zone, is great. And Denise, her confidence is just growing.
Which means it's all up for grabs, but who would you say could edge it then?
One name.
Do you know who I'd love to?
Who?
Harry.
There you go. No one goes home empty-handed on extra helpings.
I could really do with it because I've got blisters.
We've got you a little present, which is Percy the Pig mascot. There you go.
Oh, that's so nice.
Look at that.
Oh, my grandchildren will love that.
The worst thing is, what if I take this off inebriated and then put it on and think I'm a giant?
Thank you so much, guys. Johnny and Rosemary, everybody. Right, Johnny, it's time to ramp up the pressure because it's time for the Percy Pig Challenge! Hey, are we ready?
3, 2, 1, go!
Go on, Johnny. Take your time. Take your time, Johnny. Go on, Johnny.
Oh, so close, Johnny!
Hang on.
What a technique!
As you move it down, Johnny, you've got to keep your head back. You're working it, now take your time. Don't rush it! Don't rush it! Yeah!
Oh, you did it! Oh, he's done it! Well done!
Get in there!
That was unbelievable!
Well
and you've done it in a time of 1 minute and 9 seconds!
Let's see where that puts you on the leaderboard.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us on Extra Helpings.
it's
Ladies
lovely.
and gentlemen, Johnny and his mentor, Rosemary. Thanks for watching, guys, and for some more Extra Helpings and tasty stuff from M&S, just click right here.
And don't forget to subscribe to the M&S YouTube channel by clicking down here.